G'day and welcome to another episode of Kiwi Car Life. And I haven't reviewed too many Volkswagens on this channel. I've done a Mark IV GTI, a Mark V GTI, a Mark VI GTI, but I've never reviewed any of the R products, the R32, the R50 Touareg, and this, the R36 Passat. But today I finally get the chance thanks to Maximus. In terms of exterior styling, I really love the way that these cars look. I'm not a huge wagon fan, I must admit. Every single car I've owned has been either a sedan or a coupe, but I think these are absolutely stunning looking cars. The drivetrain of the Passat R36 is a very interesting one. It is a 3.6 litre VR6, which, unlike a normal V6, which has a 60 or a 90 degree crank angle between the two banks of 3 cylinders, and thus it has two separate heads, this has a single head shared between all 6 cylinders. So it's kind of like an inline 6 that's been squashed in a vise, and all of these cylinders are kind of in a zigzag pattern across the top of the head. And what it means is that it has a very sort of square shape to it rather than a V or a long skinny shape like a inline 6. But it's certainly not short on power. It makes 220 kilowatt, about 300 horsepower, 350 newton meters of torque. It's going through a 6-speed dual clutch transmission and a Haldex 4-wheel drive system to help put all that power down to the road. The interior is very much giving me Mark V Golf GTI vibes, although they have done their bit to sort of improve it slightly. The leather steering wheel has some very big chunky 10 and 2 grips here, which makes it feel just that a little bit more sporty to use. The gauges, while they have an identical layout, have a slightly different design to them. It's a very well equipped car too. You've got auto lights, you've got an electric park brake, you've got front and rear parking sensors, dual zone climate control, auto wipers, cruise control, and down the side here you've got fully electric seats. While not fully leather, they kind of have a part leather, part Alcantara design to them, which does feel very sporty indeed. And with it being a big old family wagon, you've got a decent amount of rear legroom and a very good sized boot on these as well. So it's truly a car that you can use every single day and eat up miles with, as the owner of this one has done, given it's just clicked over 200,000 kilometers. Driving the Volkswagen Passat R36. The first thing that I realized very quickly with this car is it does not like going slowly. This is, if I'm honest, quite a raw dual clutch transmission, at least compared with the GTIs that I'm used to. Normally they're very smooth. This, in those sort of first few gears and getting off the line, is very, very lurchy. But it certainly rev matches very, very well, and now is when you get to experience that glorious VR6 noise. Listen to this. That is very impressive. Very, very smooth power delivery. And my goodness, it sounds fantastic. Oh, the gearbox is good. And I must admit, I actually almost prefer this transmission to a lot of the GTI ones. I know I said it's a bit sort of unrefined, but I kind of like that about it. Those upshifts are hard, man. And it reminds me of that N54 Z4 that I reviewed. That had a very, very hard, fast upshift, and this is kind of much the same, where it's literally just a bang into the next gear. Handling for a big car is really rather impressive, I've got to say. It just gets up this road so incredibly beautifully. Steering feel is excellent, and my goodness, does it make a truly stunning noise. Oh, that is, listen to that. That is fantastic. This is every bit as good as I hoped it would be. I love this, man. This thing is fantastic. This is like exactly what I look for in a car. It's well built, it's refined, it's smooth, it's comfortable, it's held up really well for 200,000 Ks, but you get it out on a back road and it still has all the elements of a sports car. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching this episode of Kiwi Car Life. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly have. And this is on the bucket list of cars to own one day, man. This thing is great.